Five Nights at Freddy's has a lot of games, but I have a question. How fast can we find a Freddy in each game? You know, the games are named after him, so we should be able to quickly find something based on Freddy, right? Well, I decided to see how fast I could do this, so with minimal planning, I gave it a go. So, the rules I set for myself were, I had to see something with a Freddy on it, or see Freddy himself. It cannot be from the main menu or a non-playable cutscene like the security breach opener. Now, a Freddy is either Freddy himself or a variant of him like Fredbear or Helpy. I looked at the FNAF wiki for this, so they count. And with those very simple rules set, I began my journey to find a Freddy in every game as fast as I could. So FNAF 1, 2, and 3 were very quick and very simple. Technically, I didn't need to even open the cameras for the first two, as there is a poster with Freddy on it. But I still decided to look in the cameras to see Freddy, and in FNAF 3, I just turned my head to the left and bam, Freddy's head is there. Now, in FNAF 4, I thought I was going to have to wait the whole of night 1 to see a Freddy, but I forgot. There's a Freddy plush in the playable cutscene at the start of the game, so I was saved. And FNAF World went about the same because you play as Freddy. So as soon as I was out of talking with Fredbear, boom, FNAF World was done. And looking at the timer, you would think this would end very soon because we weren't even 3 minutes into the run. And then Sister Location happened. And oh boy, Freddy took a while to be seen. So for having Freddy in the title, he does take his sweet time to appear. We take the long elevator ride down and hear one of the best lines in FNAF.
Welcome, Eggs Benedict.
And continue night 1 as normal. Shock Ballora and Funtime Foxy and then head to Baby. And then we end our shift. And as far as I could see, I did not spot a singular Freddy in night 1. Like not even a poster of him on a wall or a plushie. So we watch our TV show and head back for night 2, where we shock everyone again and then we hold on for dear life against the little demons, and then Baby gives us some instructions on what to do, and then we make a crawl to victory as we enter the Ballora Gallery. Literally a crawl to victory as we can eventually see a Funtime Freddy poster, and that puts our timer to just under 19 minutes. Hopefully the rest of the games aren't as bad as this one. And thankfully they weren't as bad. Pizza Sim was just another super quick one because as soon as we load in and get off the catalog and boot into the night, Helpy is right there staring into the distance. And with Ultimate Custom Night, I just turned on Rockstar Freddy, and as we load into the night, he's in our office, powered down, which ticks that game off the list. And now it's time for our first VR game of the video. And other than the time it took to get it to flat screen mode, it was another quick one as we load into FNAF 1 Night 1, and the cameras in VR are already on, so that's another one down. And then Security Breach. I wonder how long it will take to find Freddy in this one. It's not like we spawn inside of him, oh my god. And then Help Wanted 2 was another super quick game as we find Glamrock Freddy in the cold storage minigame. Oh wow, only 2 games to go. I hope they aren't really long to find a Freddy. Into the Pit was a bit longer than most, and I also accidentally stopped the timer, so yay me. And I didn't notice until after I found Freddy. So I put the timer back to the time it was at when it stopped, and I quickly went through into the pit again to find Freddy. And it's not too long, we just need to go into the ball pit and out the door. And there's our boy on the stage, and on to the final game, Secret of the Mimic. Now at first you might think the only Freddy in the game is right at the end of the game. Well, remember our rules. Fredbear also counts as a Freddy. Now you might be asking, why is that important to know? Well, if we enter the doors of the manor, we find a pizza box. And who is that on the box? It's none other than Fredbear himself, and with him found, the timer can stop, so you can find a Freddy in every game in under half an hour. Now, some people might disagree with the rules like posters and pizza boxes counting, but it's something with a Freddy, and honestly, I was surprised that Sister Location was the longest of all the games. I was expecting Secret of the Mimic to take the longest, but then I found a pizza box during a practice run, and googled if Fredbear was a Freddy, and it said yes, so I went with that. And if you have enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.